Okay, so I love BROLY. Best teams, best setups, best equipment. So obviously it's buffing three teams: PO, movies, and Saiyans. So I'm gonna focus on those three teams. Obviously you can build any setup because we have the leader slot, so you can just throw him on any team. I think purple, red should be like a decent setup for him. Golden Frieza. LF, I think first form Frieza and BROLY, that should be like a decent team, but that's basically PO, so there is that. So obviously the first team, he is a Saiyan buffer, right? He buffs Saiyans, so you can just throw him on fusions, which is basically a Saiyan's team. Every single fusion is a Saiyan currently. We don't have like a top tier Gotenks, Kefla, or whatever. I mean, we have Omega, I guess, but yeah, like the main team is definitely like a pure Saiyans team. So you can just throw him on fusions and there you go. This is the team I was running when I showcased him. You can put Ape on the team as well. Because I'm pretty sure Ape Vegeta also buffs Saiyans and he buffs BROLY with his Zenkai ability because it's red PO. So best equipment. So obviously we have this one, the BROLY equipment, right? Sagas from the movie Super Saiyan. So this is basically a BROLY equipment. Base HP 10%, which is really fucking good. Obviously HP is always good. Double attack 25%, and obviously the main thing about this equipment is the third slot, because 10% special move, it's whatever, but 20% to damage inflicted if this character is a tag powerful opponent, which is obviously all Brolys are powerful opponents. So he gets 20% damage inflicted, pure damage inflicted. It's not like strike attack stats and pure strike attack and whatever, it's pure just damage inflicted, which is very, very strong. It's basically the best thing you can have. And yeah, so this equipment is always a must-have. So let's just start off with that. This, we always have that, right? The next one, we have this. This is a new equipment, new gold equipment. I'm gonna do a video on this. So we always have this. This gives him special move, HP, once again, really nice. If an equipment have HP, it's always basically like a decent equipment at least. And we have strike attack base 20%, and we have pure 12%, which is really good. So this equipment is obviously very good. It's a gold equipment. You can get it from the exchange shop. I'm pretty sure this is the PvP equipment. This is a new one. If you have BROLY, I would say just farm this up. Once again, you need a Super Saiyan, so this is basically a BROLY equipment. Farm this up, this is really fucking good as well. We have this one. So if you run this guy on fusions or Saiyans, obviously first slot, very strong, HP, special move, ultimate, and second slot is, that's the thing about this equipment, you need a full movies team and a full Saiyans team. Full movies team, most of the time it's not gonna be a full Saiyans team, but the second slot is obviously blast attack, so it's not the biggest deal. You won't get that, but I don't think that it matters too much, because the third slot is 15% pure strike attack if you have 3 Saiyans. And obviously this team is a full Saiyans team. So I would say, although the second slot is basically just there and it does nothing, the third slot is 15% pure strike, which is very good. And obviously the first slot is also very good. HP, special move, ultimate. Like if the second slot was just special move and ultimate damage, this equipment would be fucking top tier anyways, if the blast attack wasn't there. It's there. Obviously we are not getting that, but it's still like a top tier options, because we need the strike attack. It wouldn't hurt obviously if he would get the blast, but that's not happening on this team at least. But like, once again, like if you build a movies team, most likely you're not running a full Saiyans team. I mean, you can run Gogeta, Godku, and this guy, I guess, but yeah, most of the time that's not gonna be a full Saiyans team. But yeah, this equipment, in my opinion, is really good. Although the second slot is a complete waste. I'm pretty sure, I'm using this equipment on Gogeta as well. So we have this one. Obviously, you can always give him the melee type plat. What do we have here? We have this. This gives him 22% strike. First stat is whatever. Special move, ultimate damage. It's fine. It's not the craziest thing ever for sure. I think he has better options, but it's fine. We also have the new awakened equipment, which gives him a bunch of critical. It also gives him pure strike and base strike, so that's also a good one. I don't have that, obviously. We have the movies, but this is not a movies team, so we don't care about that. We have this one, sagas from the movies, red. So we have 35% strike and 10% special move damage, strike defense, it's whatever. It's good, it's nice, nothing crazy though in my opinion. He has better options, once again. I think that's basically it. Like maybe you can give him this if you want to. This is a good one, obviously. He gets pure strike and HP, so this is always gonna be a good option. So yeah, I would say if you run fusions, I would probably go with this setup. If you don't want to run double pure, you can just... Which one is better, by the way? HP, special move. I would probably say this one is better, because it also gives him 20% base strike and 5% pure. But this gives him ultimate damage. Oh yeah, Broly doesn't need ultimate damage. Yeah, Broly doesn't have an ultimate. Okay, then I think this is a better one, obviously. If you do want to run double pure, I think that's an option. If you don't want to, you can just do this, I guess. Maybe this one. But once again, he doesn't have an ultimate, so he doesn't need ultimate damage. He's getting special move here, but he's getting way more strike attack with this. He's getting 45% instead of 22, which is obviously way better. So I think these are his best. If I'm running this team, I'm gonna go with this setup probably. And yeah, the team, you can put Ape on the team as a bench unit. The only thing is Gogeta needs a fusions team because he's getting 5% for every single fusion. And obviously, since Broly is the leader, he's already losing 5%. If you put Ape on the team, he's losing another 5%, so he's losing 10% damage inflicted. It's not the biggest deal ever, but if you want to like maximize Gogeta, then yeah, like I think this bench is fine. Like you have Vegito, he's Zenkai buffing Gogeta. We have Gotenks HP bench plus Zenkai buffing Gogeta Blue. We have Vegito on the team. So I have basically 4 units. If you want to replace one of these units and put Ape on the team as a bench, that's an option for sure. I prefer this setup. I have 4 options, and the good thing about this setup and the good thing about Broly is that he's buffing Saiyans. My problem with Zamasu was that Zamasu doesn't buff Saiyans. He buffs, I think, God Ki, Future, and PO. So he doesn't buff Vegito, he doesn't buff Gogeta when you don't run him. So you basically have to run him every single time. You don't have to run Broly every single time because he still buffs the team with his ability. So this is my, like, I would probably say like, yeah, this is the setup I would run if I'm running fusions / Saiyans. So next setup is gonna be movies. So this is the team I was using for the video showcase. So basically the same thing here. Once again, this is a must-have. You just start off with this equipment, farm this up if you have Broly. But even if you don't have Broly, like Ultra Broly, LF Broly, like every single Broly can use this. And although Ultra Broly is not the craziest right now, he's gonna get a plat at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if he would get a plat in the next like couple of months, because we are getting like 3 movies campaigns in a row, I think. And obviously Ultra Broly is a movies character. We just got LF Broly, so if we get like an Ultra Broly plat next week, I think that's definitely a possibility. So maybe I have to farm up one more of these, although I think I have one more. I just need to upgrade it. I'm not gonna find it. Let's see, unique. It's not a godly for sure. Maybe I don't have one. Whatever. But maybe even I have to farm up on, another one of these. So this is obviously once again a must-have. Since we are running movies, we have this one. Base critical is pretty useless. Base strike defense 20%, whatever. But you are getting 18% pure strike attack. So that's like the main thing about this equipment. But if you don't want to run this and run this instead, I think that's, honestly, I would probably say this is a better option, because this also gives him pure and base on top of that, plus HP special move, which is like obviously way better than anything that this gives you. So I would say like this one, but once again, this is a movies team, so you can run the movies pure. Other than that, nothing really changes. This equipment, obviously, like since this is a movies team, you are definitely getting the pure blast, but you're not getting the pure strike. So I wouldn't run that on movies. Yeah, you can run the movies pure or the new one, which is probably better. Yeah, I think this is the movies equipment options. Nothing really changes, to be honest. The team. So I think Golden Freeze is a must-have. I think Gogeta Blue is a must-have. I think Broly is a must-have. Pan is gonna be on the team because HP. So she buffs HP with her Z ability. So I would say Pan is also a must-have. Vidal or Gatku. I mean, which one do you prefer? Gatku is definitely, I think he's definitely a better like individual unit, but Vidal is a support character, so I think Vidal could be a better option. But if you prefer Gatku, sure. I don't know which one is better. Like obviously, Broly and Vidal came out yesterday, so I'm not sure yet. Or if you don't want to run a green and you just want to Zenkai buff someone, because that's also an option. I'm pretty sure these guys Zenkai buff. Yeah, movies, red movies. So you can just put Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 on the team instead of Vidal, let's say, if you don't want to run a green. Because obviously, the best units are still purple. The best unit in the game is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that didn't change. Ultimate Gohan is like a top 3 unit. In my opinion, Vegito is probably better. I would say Vegito is number 2. But Ultimate Gohan is up there as well. Arguably top 2 as well. So if you don't want to a green unit, I don't think you need one. So you can just replace her or Gatku with a Zenkai bench. So this is gonna be movies. And we have PO. So okay, the team is like whatever, this current setup. So I was talking about the Golden Frieza, like purple LED setup. Frieza, you can like 4 times Zenkai buff him. So we have Zamasu here. Is he better than Zamasu? I mean, I think it depends. I think they are actually pretty close. But like most people gonna have more stars on Zamasu, right? So that's definitely like a factor. So we have Broly. Obviously the equipments are gonna be the same. Besides this one, so we have this one. Obviously this is PO and you need a full PO team, so Broly can use this one on this team. So special move, ultimate damage, but once again ultimate damage he doesn't need. Strike, so basically double defense and you are getting 10% pure offenses, which is nice, which is definitely nice. So this is definitely an option if you want to run this, although I would say that this new one, I would probably say this is a better one still, because like HP special move, this gives you obvious special move, but it doesn't give you HP, it gives you defenses. I mean, you can just run both of these, or once again, the melee plat is an option, and all the other options are going to be the same. But the team, I'm actually not sure. Like, honestly, if you're running PO, you can just, I think you can just run this team, right? You can just run the double Frieza, Broly, and you can just obviously Zenkai buff Broly with Ape. So we have Ape here, and you can just Zenkai buff these two with Shield, and I guess Turles. Turles is an option, so you can just do this, I guess, for PO. This might be the best PO setup for Broly, honestly. But obviously we have other options. If you want to run Baby, that's obviously completely fine. You can run Baby, Golden Frieza, and Broly. And who else? Who else we have here? So you can just run, I guess. Yeah, I think this might be the best PO setup for him. Because like all the other top tier options, like let's say, obviously Evil Boo is a very good option. Obviously Kid Boo is a very good option, but those guys are blast units. So like that's the only thing. Even this guy is good if you want to run him or run them. But they are also range type. Frieza, Golden Frieza is melee type, Broly is melee type. Frieza is getting 3 Zenkai buffs, Broly is getting a Zenkai buff, plus Frieza, first one Frieza is a support unit, and he holds a blue card. So I think if I'm building a PO team and I want to run Broly, this might be the team, honestly. This might be the team. You can do some double red setup as well, I guess, with Zamasu. But yeah, I think this might be the team. And obviously, equipment wise, like the only thing that really changes it is that you can run this one, which is definitely an option. So yeah, I think this might be the PO setup for Broly. I think this might be the one. Yeah, so we have Saiyans, movies, and PO. I think movies is like the biggest winner here, because like fusions, you can run CMZ and you can run whatever, right? Like you don't really need Broly. You can just run the triple, like I don't even know, like headliners, I should say, probably like Vegito, Gogeta Blue, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You can just run those 3, you don't really need Broly. Movies, obviously the best Red on movies was Beast, but Beast at this point is whatever. Honestly, arguably the best Red on movies was Pan at this point. Not because Pan is better individually, but because she has obviously more value because of her ability and because of her support. So I would probably say, like, let's say you're running Frieza, Gogeta Blue, and Pan versus running Frieza, Gogeta Blue, and Beast. I would probably say the Pan setup might be superior to the Beast setup because of her support. And obviously Beast is better individually, I'm not saying he's not, but you get the point. Pan is doing a lot. But obviously Broly is going to be a much better option than Beast. He's obviously way better than Beast. So movies is probably the biggest winner of this character. Because once again, PO, you can just run Zamasu. Fusions, you can just run Zamasu. You can run Omega. Or you can just run Vegito, Gogeta, and Gogeta. So yeah, I would say the movies team is the biggest winner. And other than that, yeah, I went through everything. I think these are basically his best equipments. You need this Broly plat for sure. I would probably say like farm this up as well, because this might be his second best equipment, honestly. Like even if I'm running movies, I would probably just run this over the movies pure. He's getting more pure strike with the movies plat, or sorry, the movies awakened equipment. But he's also getting base strike on here, and he's also getting HP and special move instead of fucking crit and some defense. So I would probably just run this. And third option, it could go like you can give him this. You can give him this, but yeah, like you have a few options here. This one, but yeah, like these two equipments are probably like a must-have for him. Other than that, like you can give him a lot about other options. Like this one is a good. This is a good one for sure. This is also a good one if you're running a pure Saiyans team. So yeah, I think this is basically it. Best teams, best setup, best equipments. So yeah, this is gonna be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.